Rome, a name synonymous with power, grandeur, and an empire that once dominated much of the known world. But what if I told you that the seeds of Rome's decline were sown in the very core of its greatness? Welcome to this channel. And today let's delve into the fascinating topic of how Rome was corrupted. From republic to empire, Rome's journey was marked by remarkable achievements, but also by significant challenges that tested the very fabric of its society. As we traverse through time, we'll uncover the factors that eroded the foundations of Roman greatness. At the heart of ancient Rome lay its institutions, the bedrock of its power and stability. But these institutions, designed to maintain balance and order, became the battleground for ambition and greed. The Roman Republic's political structure, intended to prevent tyranny, became a tool for those seeking personal gain. Magistrates once elected to serve the state turned into figureheads as elections were swayed by wealth and influence rather than merit. The Senate, the Assembly, the magistrates, all were affected by this gradual decay. The Roman expansion across the Mediterranean brought immense wealth and power, but it was a wealth that trickled down only to a select few. While Rome grew to become one of the richest cities in the ancient world, the benefits were not shared equally. The gap between the rich and the poor widened, leading to social unrest and instability. The small landowning class found itself burdened by taxes and the expenses of maintaining their properties, while the vast wealth generated from the provinces ended up concentrated in the hands of a few. As Rome's wealth grew, so did the opportunities for exploitation. Provincial governors, for instance, often saw their positions as personal fiefdoms, exploiting the resources and the people for their own benefit. This created resentment and instability on the fringes of the empire, far from the watchful eyes of the Senate. Furthermore, the lure of power and the allure of luxury had a corrupting influence on Rome's elite. The once revered institutions of the Republic were seen as obstacles to their personal ambitions. Ambitious generals kept armies in the field, not for the glory of Rome, but to advance their own interests. They returned to Rome with the spoils of war, not just in terms of territory and resources, but also with the loyalty of troops eager to secure their own rewards. The Rubicon, a small river in northern Italy, became a symbol of this shift in allegiance when Julius Caesar, a Roman general and statesman, crossed it in 49 BC with his army, effectively starting a civil war. This act demonstrated how far the corruption had spread and the lengths to which men would go for power. But the corruption wasn't limited to the military and the political sphere. Roman society, too, was undergoing a transformation. The traditional values of civic duty and public service were being replaced by a culture of self-interest and materialism. Bread and circuses became the order of the day, with the wealthy elite using their influence to provide lavish public spectacles in exchange for the loyalty of the masses. The Colosseum, with its gladiatorial combats and wild animal hunts, stood as a testament to this trend, diverting the attention of the populace away from political participation towards passive entertainment. Moreover, the influx of wealth from conquered territories led to the growth of large estates worked by slaves. The traditional small farms and independent landowners were replaced by a few large estates owned by the wealthy elite. This shift not only disrupted the social fabric of Roman society, but also contributed to the rise of factionalism and political instability. The corruption that permeated Roman society had a profound impact on the lives of ordinary Romans. The growing gap between the rich and the poor led to social unrest and instability. The traditional Roman virtues of civic duty and public service were eroded, replaced by a culture of self-interest and materialism. The very foundation of Roman society was being challenged. If you enjoyed this journey through the corrupting influences on ancient Rome, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe or follow the channel so you won't miss the next episode.